She spent 20 years serving kids, but now a VPS board member is stepping down.
It's been a great ride.
The legacy of education she leaves behind, and find out who's taking her place. Plus, how one school is using laptops and the wisdom of teachers to leave the traditional class schedule behind. And blending the world of science and science fiction. How a high school uses Star Wars to get kids to use the force of their minds. Welcome to Inside Vancouver Public Schools. I'm Coleen Jamison. After 20 years of service to Vancouver's children, VPS board member Mari Greves calls it a day. Her next step? To focus on her own children and grandchildren. But before she retired, the community turned out to say thanks. Tara Cox crashed the party.
It's just been a wonderful journey. It's been a great ride.
For 30 years, Mari Greves has been a volunteer in Vancouver Public Schools. For the last 20, she served on the school board, overseeing massive improvements in how children in our community learn. Today, community members and VPS employees gather to say thank you as Mari begins her retirement.
I have so many fond memories of being on the board with Mari for 13 years. And
this is overwhelming. It's a great affirmation of what Vancouver's all about.
Mari isn't big on talking about her own achievements, deflecting attention to others.
I am in awe of the talent that is in this district and the people who care so deeply about kids and our students and make a difference all the time.
The bottom line is she always remembered who she was there for. And she never, in my mind, wanted personal accolades or a pat on the back.
Despite her modesty, her fellow board members are quite aware of what she's done.
So she has been the one that promoted healthy foods for our kids before the feds and the states decided they would mandate it. And we were way ahead of the game on that one.
She's been passionate about technology. She's been passionate about getting the best curriculum, about foreign languages, about elevating the standards for education in Vancouver.
How did she do all that and more? A combination of experience, intelligence, collaboration, and personality.
Mari is just a very sincere, a very graceful person. She's very poised. I think she's very thoughtful. She's just a real joy to be around. But don't let the facade fool you. She can be real tough when she needs to be.
I can be a bulldog about certain things.
And the most important thing to Mari is the well-being of Vancouver's children.
It's about student achievement and trying to make a difference in each student's life.
Inside Vancouver Public Schools, I'm Tara Cox.
Mari Greves' retirement left a vacancy on the board, and the position has been filled. Nada Wheelock. Wheelock has a history of volunteering in the district and the community. She's currently on the Foundation for Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors and has 2 children in district schools. She has a master's degree in business administration from Dartmouth and a bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Chicago. Wheelock begins her term in February and will hold the position until it's up for election in November. Time now for We Learn, where we highlight how Vancouver Public Schools use technology in the classroom. Today, we go inside Vancouver Flex Academy, a school totally unlike any other in our area. If you've driven past, the building is familiar. What used to be Lewis and Clark High School is now Vancouver Flex Academy.
This whole school is self-driven working, where you have to be able to be ready to learn and willing to learn.
Each student has a laptop and takes the bulk of their courses online while meeting several times a week for breakout sessions with teachers.
Here it's easier because I can go at my own pace and everything's laid out for me right here.
I can also work at home and here.
The computers and software allow students to set their own learning tempo and work through the curriculum. Staff members monitor student progress and help them past hurdles.
We're not hand-holding students through the processes. We're trying to have them fulfill the requirements on their own. They're learning how to think as individuals, how to work through problems on their own, and the same kind of issues they're going to have to deal with when they're in college.
Speaking of college, students can also take AVID, an elective that prepares them for the next step of their education.
I think the thing I hope they understand is when they receive their diploma, it's not signifying the end of their education, but rather it's saying they've learned how to learn.
Vancouver Flex Academy is one of the district's magnet programs. To find out how to apply for entry next year, head to the district's website, www.vansd.org. The Flex Academy is just one of many ways Vancouver Public Schools is using technology to help kids, and in February, the district will be showing other school districts how to do it too. VPS is hosting a Future Ready Regional Summit. It's one of 12 districts across the nation asked to host these events. Superintendents and other school leaders from across the Northwest will gather at the Heathman Lodge to share ideas and strategies. If you want to see more stories of student success with technology, check out our We Learn playlist on YouTube. Just head to www.youtube.com/VanSDTV for more than 24 stories. Skyview High School attempts to put the science back in science fiction. At the school's annual Tech Day, students engineer solutions to a series of problems, all based on a theme. As Nick Voll reports, this year the students helped defend the Rebel Alliance against the evil Empire.
That's no moon, that's a space station. Okay, not really, but it's pretty daunting nonetheless. Teachers in the SMT program, that's Science, Math, and Technology, built a giant Death Star. That's right, from Star Wars. It's part of Skyview High School's annual SMT Tech Day. Do or do not, there is no try. So students have to engineer their way out of seemingly impossible challenges.
The thing I like the most about Challenge Day is just getting together with your friends and just designing something and having fun with it. That's really what it's all about, is having fun with science.
This year, students have 3 challenges laid out. One for each film in the original trilogy. There are no half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herders here, so Skyview's pretending that the 3 most recent films never happened, like any good Star Wars fan. Challenge 1 is from the original movie, and involves that giant Death Star. I have a very bad feeling about this. Challenge 2 comes from The Empire Strikes Back.
We have to build a device that will go into an air chamber and levitate, and we get points for the amount of levitation and how long it stays in the tube.
It's like that scene in the movie where Yoda lifts the X-Wing fighter up out of the swamp on Dagobah using the power of the Force. Challenge 3 is from The Return of the Jedi. Students have to build a catapult to fling an Ewok through the eye of an AT-ST walker, just like it happened in the movie. Okay, back to the Death Star. Our intrepid students need to get their craft through a port on the side of the sphere.
You have to build something that flies through the Death Star.
I think it's pretty crazy.
Crazy? Luke Skywalker used to bullseye womp rats in his T-16 back home, and they're about the same size.
Yeah, that had a nice flight.
Yeah.
Aw, man. I'm okay. That's so good.
Sure enough, the Force was strong with this one. Or 2 or 3 groups who managed to make it through. And faster than making the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs, Tech Day is over. Truly a happy ending for everyone.
I think it's a great way for kids to express their creativity.
It's pretty fun.
May the Force be with you. I'm Nick Voll.
Thanks, Nick. At the end of the day, they tallied scores from each event, and one team took home the championship. At the elementary level, one school creates a challenge of its own. It uses a popular video game to get kids and their parents excited about math. The family math night at Lincoln Elementary School was all about Minecraft, a video game that lets kids build worlds out of 3-dimensional objects. It's wildly popular, which showed in the turnout. Dozens of kids brought mom and dad to their school to play games based around math and Minecraft. It's not only a fun way to get kids excited about math, it's a great way to get parents more involved with school.
Family engagement within a school is so important. We know that by having parents engaged and your family engaged at your school, you're more likely to have better attendance, you're more likely to be involved in activities, more likely to have better social skills and behaviors when you're at school.
For each challenge the students completed, they earned a raffle ticket. All of the prizes of the raffle were donated by local partners. Time now for a look at what Twitter users are saying about Vancouver Public Schools. It's #VPS success. Our first comes from Andrew Brandt, who writes, "Congrats to S.J. Anderson, one of 50 schools in the nation to receive Imagine Learning's Super School Award." Imagine Learning is an educational software company. Sarah J. was nominated by someone in our community and earns a banner to hang in the building. Our next tweet keeps with today's scientific theme. Just another teacher tweets, "Okay, that's cool. DNA fingerprinting at iTech Prep. CSI the Couve." The photo shows one of the amazing high-tech projects students at Vancouver's own STEM school are studying. iTech Prep is a 6 through 12 magnet program. Next time you see something amazing happening at your local school, put it on Twitter. Just use the #VPS success. We're out of time. Thanks for watching Inside Vancouver Public Schools. I'm Coleen Jamison.
It's been a great ride.